denied rumors, no citizenship shift. And yet, the internet is convinced a quiet decision just changed everything. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from. In today's commentary, what looked like a routine diplomatic visit by King Charles to the United States has collided with a long-simmering question. What exactly is Prince Harry's status in America, and did something finally change behind closed doors? King Charles is navigating diplomacy on foreign soil. U.S. officials are balancing law, optics, and privacy. Prince Harry remains a royal outsider living inside America's system. Meghan Markle continues to build a life far removed from palace control. His records remain private. That's the line that keeps resurfacing. Not dramatic on the surface, but loaded underneath. Because when immigration details are sealed this tightly, speculation doesn't fade. It multiplies. But here's where the story shifts. During the king's visit, renewed attention hit Harry's residency like a spotlight. Reports and public discussions resurfaced around his visa status, with many pointing toward the possibility of an O-1 visa, a category reserved for individuals with extraordinary ability. That alone places him in a rare bracket, one most people will never touch. At the same time, legal efforts to access his immigration records, including challenges tied to past disclosures about drug use, have led to heavily redacted documents. Not denied outright. Not confirmed either. Just obscured. And that ambiguity is exactly what's fueling everything. It's starting to feel like a locked vault in the middle of a crowded room. Everyone knows it's there. No one knows what's inside. And the more it stays closed, the louder the noise around it becomes. Then comes the part that complicates the narrative even more. Prince Harry himself has already stated he's not prioritizing U.S. citizenship. He's living as a legal resident, reportedly established in California after stepping away from royal duties and relocating in 2020. By April 2024, he described himself as usually resident in the United States, with his official transition tied to losing Frogmore Cottage. So while the internet expects a dramatic ruling, the reality looks far more controlled. No sudden citizenship, no public visa shift, just a continuation of a status that remains technically normal, but publicly scrutinized. And that's where the tension peaks. Because this isn't just about paperwork. It's about perception. A prince, living under a system built for ordinary applicants, yet shielded by layers of privacy that most people don't get. Some see it as protection. Others see it as privilege. Online reactions are already dividing fast. Some argue his privacy should be respected like anyone else. Others insist transparency matters, especially when public narratives and past admissions are involved. The debate isn't slowing down. It's accelerating. And quietly, without any official announcement, a conclusion starts forming. Nothing changed. And that's exactly why everything feels louder. Because when people expect a verdict and get silence instead, they don't move on. They dig deeper. The real shift here isn't legal. It's psychological. The gap between what people think should be revealed and what actually is. And that gap keeps growing. If you thought that was wild, hit subscribe and drop a comment below. And wait until you see what legal experts are now saying about what could happen next if pressure around those records keeps building.